What's up everybody, DoolieRay here, and today we're going to be taking a look at some of the new characters that are coming next month. There's some data mined information, and today, right now at least, we're going to take a look at Sabretooth, who's going to be coming next month. First of all, before I get into that, I need to give a quick shout out, a quick thank you to the man who data mined all this information. He goes by the name JJW, so thank you to him. Also, there's a server on Discord that he wants, let's see, there's a server on Discord called the Unofficial Marvel Contest of Champions, where every week they kind of host a live podcast, so I'm going to leave some links in the description down below, so you can go check that out, because he would like you to check that out, and he does a lot of good for this community, so definitely go check it out, guys. But before we do that, we need to take a look at Sabretooth here. So let's jump right into it. I'm gonna start it off with the champion bio. Victor Creed, Wolverine's half-brother, is better known by the codename Sabretooth. Like Wolverine, Sabretooth possesses rapid regeneration and enhanced senses, but contrary to Wolverine, Sabretooth embraces the more savage qualities of his mutation. He is a vicious assassin, responsible for numerous deaths as a mercenary, and sometimes for his own pleasure. So yeah, that's his basic bio. Let's get into his abilities, though. First off, he's immune to cold. So, Iceman, peace out, bro. Sabretooth's gonna take you on. He can withstand incredibly cold temperatures, providing him immunity to cold damage like cold snap and frostbite. So yeah, Iceman is pretty screwed against Sabretooth. There's also this ability called Petrify, where, let's see, every something hits on either Sabretooth's or the opponent's combo meter, Sabretooth gains a Fury buff. Against skill champions, Sabretooth also inflicts an armor break if he is attacking, reducing the opponent's armor rating by a number for a certain amount of seconds. Okay, in these scored brackets here, there are numbers. They're just placeholders. They don't actually have any value right now, so we don't know what the actual numbers for these everything are going to be until the character actually comes to the game. So right now we can't really judge how good the character is going to be because we don't know what the numbers on him are. But what we can do here, and what we're trying to do, is just get a basic understanding of what he may be used for in the contest and what his abilities are good for. So based on I've gone through this, I've looked, and based on what I've seen here, it seems like he could be pretty aggressive, a pretty dang good attacker, actually. As long as his Furies are really effective and make him hit hard. It kind of depends, because he could definitely end up like another Old Man Logan, or he could be up on the level of Wolverine with an added bonus of Fury, lots and lots of Fury. So it all depends on when he comes into the game. We can't make any judgments yet. So what we're trying to do now, just get into his abilities and see what he does. And then let's see this. So this is looks like an alternate to the same thing, where every certain number of hits on Sabretooth or 5 hits on the opponent's combo meter, Sabretooth gains a Fury. Against skill champions, he inflicts an armor break, reducing armor rating. So yeah, kind of the same thing. I'm not sure what the difference between these two are supposed to be, or if it's just like the same information was in the data mined information twice. I mean, it must have been. So this is just an alternate to this ability, I guess, because it has the 5 hits on the opponent's combo meter. So yeah, the next thing up here is the same thing. Feral B, it's called. Fury increases attack rating by blank for 2 seconds. Oh, that's just how powerful the Fury is. So we really need to know what this number is, because it could be very good, could be very bad. We've seen it both ways in all kinds of characters that have come to this game. Okay, converted. Sabretooth can convert a maximum of something permanent Fury passives in a fight. Fury effects from previous fights do not count towards this limitation. Ooh, this is good. So he's one of these characters that can carry over abilities from fight to fight. So he's going to be able to carry over lots of Furies. It all depends on how powerful they are. If you can really stack them up, though, I'm getting the feeling that they will be a bit weaker. Maybe what I'm hoping for is something on the level of, say, Hela. Like, Hela's Furies are, like, they're not incredibly powerful, but they do a lot of work. Even if you just have one, it increases your attack. It doesn't have to be, like, an Angela level of Fury, because her Furies are insane. But Hela's Furies, I think they could do the same level here with Sabretooth, and have him be a very good attacker. Sabretooth cannot convert his passive Fury effects while fighting if he has Let's see. Number or more permanent passive fury effects active. Let's see. Cannot convert his passive fury when he has permanent passive fury. Huh. Okay. Dodging back and allowing Sabretooth to idle for a certain number of seconds allows him to convert a temporary fury buff into a permanent passive effect. So, seems like possibly, I don't think that's dodging back and then blocking to recharge it or like to convert it. It seems like you have to leave yourself open, so it could be a bit dangerous, depending on how many seconds it takes to be able to convert it. Oh, I can't see it being too long, maybe like 2 seconds tops actually, but that's a very, very long time. So it depends on what that number is, but it could be very good. At the start of the fight, if Sabretooth has a number of persistent charges, he will randomly receive between a number and a number of persistent charges. So we don't really know how this is going to work, but it could increase his persistent charges, I suppose. I don't know. At the start of the fight, if Sabretooth has a persistent charge, he consumes one, reactivating all of his fury effects that were active at the end of his last fight as permanent passive fury effects. So maybe this might be like 0 right here. So if this is 0, it might put him like between like 2, 3, 0, 3 and 0. I don't know. So could be a bit random. So there may not be a way to control if you can take the fury effects from fight to fight. But hopefully it'll work out. I don't know. There's not a way to tell super well right now. Accelerated healing fights foreign chemicals, regenerating an amount of health per second while a poison is active. So this can be very effective against, say, an abomination or something, depending on how much it heals you. So it could just be like negating the damage entirely. It could be just healing back a little bit, or it could be healing you back more than you're actually taking damage from. So it all depends on the numbers. So special attacks here. Special one is called Bloodthirsty. Sabretooth ferociously jumps towards the opponent to unleash a series of vicious claw attacks. It might be, I'm getting the feeling like Wolverine's Special 2, something like that. Alright, so it converts his temporary fury buffs into a permanent passive fury effect, which is awesome. If it doesn't convert all of your fury buffs, it depends on how many fury buffs you need to convert into a passive fury, so it could be effective, it could be bad, I don't know. Special 2 is called Ferocious Throw. Sabretooth throws boulders at the opponent before pouncing forward for the knockdown. Maybe like a reverse Red Hulk special, where he like hits the ground, picks up a boulder, throws it at you, and then like comes at you with his foot kick, right? Before pouncing forward, or maybe just swiping at you. But it activates a fury effect and immediately converts it to a passive effect, increasing attack rating by a number permanently. So it seems like Special 2 may be where you want to go. And then Special 3 is called Hunter's Onslaught. Sabretooth's viciousness does not stop when the opponent is down, it stops when they are defeated. He gains a fury buff, increasing attack rating by a number for a certain number of seconds. So yeah, I'm getting the feeling that a Special 2 might be most effective here, because it activates a fury and then converts it to a passive, so it seems a bit better. As long as you can turn the passive into like a permanent passive. It all depends on how this works. Signature ability is called Untamed Heart. He gains passive regeneration stacks when struck by the opponent, so it seems like he's going to need to be awakened to be very good. This might be critical to his character. He gains a passive regeneration stack that recovers a percentage of the damage taken from the hit over a number of seconds, and is interrupted if Sabretooth is heal blocked. So it says Sabretooth gains passive regeneration stacks when struck by the opponent. Gains passive regeneration stack that recovers a percentage of the damage taken. If Sabretooth does not hit or get struck by the opponent for more than a number of seconds, he starts losing regeneration stacks over time. Fury and regeneration effects receive a permanent % flat ability accuracy. Alright, so yeah, it seems like his signature ability here might be a bit more critical to the character than it was for Bishop. At least that's the feeling that I'm getting here. So it seems like he could be a very, very good defender. If his Furies are good, if they give him a lot of attack, he might hit a bit weak at first, and that's to be expected. So his base attack is probably going to be a bit low. But as you stack up Furies, I'm hoping it'll turn him into a monster. Let you hit a bit hard, and with the persistent charges, if you can find a way to control that, or I don't know if it's just random, but that'll allow you to take Furies from fight to fight, and that'll be awesome. And then, yeah, I'm not sure what else to say about this guy. A lot of this depends on just the numbers that come out when he enters the game. So we will have to wait for just a little bit, like a week more, to find out how good he's actually going to be. But yeah, that's my understanding of Sabretooth right now. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for coming here. If you know anything about this that I don't, if you're seeing something that I am not, then please let me know in the comments down below. Help everybody out here. Other than that, though, thank you for coming here. And until I see you next, hang in there. May the RNG be with you, and goodbye.